Hello everybody and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. So I'm just finishing off the muck spreading. There is hardly anything left to do, just one to the left and the right of us. We've gone down the middle because we did start off, I think it was the left one in the previous episode, so we need to finish it off. But it's literally like a 2-minute job, which should be very easy. I think the tractor just lifted up off the ground then. It is not really big enough for the muck spreader, but it has done a pretty good job overall. Yeah, that's working. I'm not really too bothered about going so slow with the same rate of manure coming out of the back because we have so much of it. I know we could sell it, but yeah, we just have so much that it doesn't really matter about a bit of extra application. So yeah, let me just finish off here. We're going to go do the final piece, and then I think we need to compact the silage pit, which is vital because without compacting it and covering it, obviously we can't ferment it. As soon as we've fermented it, we can use that as the silage in the total mixed ration, and also the base feed as well. Right, you can see I've done this piece here. That is already done. So just to the final piece, which is just over here, and then that will be filled completed, because we did most of it in the previous episode. Nice and easy. So we have £224,000, pretty much 225. When we hit midnight again, we'll probably acquire another $100,000. So we can definitely afford to buy some more land. I'm really looking to expand quite a bit. I really do want to expand this farm dramatically, because in all of my other Let's Plays over the past year or so, we've never really expanded. We've always used the same fields which you start off with, and this is because we'd never really had enough income to be able to buy any more. So this map really is different for that. It's not the map itself that's doing it, it's more that we have transferred our work over from previous Let's Plays. So for example, the cows, we have loads of cows because we've built them up and they've been transferred. So we're just in a really good position financially, so it's brilliant, really good. So I'm just going to take this back to the yard. We'll put it probably back in the cows enclosure because we can fill it up a bit more with some more manure, but it's all done with a conveyor belt, so we'd have to see it happening. And then we'll be over to the silage pit with the John Deere 9RX, and we can start filling or compacting the pit. I think it's about 18% done, and it didn't seem to be taking too long to do when I put the tractor there, so I'm hoping 5 minutes or so to do this, and we'll probably time-lapse it anyway, so it should be nice and easy and quick. And then we'll put the cover over because we have no more to go in there. And yeah, we can leave it to ferment for a day or so. I think it usually does take about a day. Here is our new field. Well, kind of new. We've always owned it, but it always used to be grass. So that is now arable. You might be thinking that I've missed a large chunk just here, but actually that is the field boundary. It's more over a 90-degree angle there, but yeah, that is still the boundary just there. Right, so let's just put this in here, around the corner, get it filling up. Right, there we go. It's not going to take very long to fill up, but it's just getting more out of there, which is always a positive because it just gets so full in here. So full of manure. Luckily at the moment it is fairly empty. Okay, let's just go out of this door. Good cut through to the silage pit. Yeah, which is just over here. Not the slurry pit, although look how full the slurry pit is. We're going to have to use some of this as well. In fact, how much is there there? That is a really full slurry pit. 586,000 litres. I've never had so much before. Wow, that is amazing. So whichever field we buy, we'll probably put it onto there. Some of it at least. No field is going to take that much. That is a ridiculous amount. We can only just store it all. How full is it? Don't think it says, but it must be fairly close to full. Anyway, yeah, this is 16% compacted. I'm stuck instantly. Just need to basically level off these peaks. It does get fairly level eventually. But yes, it doesn't seem to take too long to compact, so I'm just going to keep doing this backwards and forwards over here, and then we'll eventually be ready to put the cover over. we are done, and that was actually surprisingly fast. Even though it was a time lapse, it was still a very fast compaction rate. Much faster than usual. I suppose it is the type of tractor that we're using. It is a big, heavy thing. So yeah, should just cover over. Brilliant, and it shouldn't take us too long to ferment it, hopefully, because we do need it fairly soon. Having said that, we do have some silage bales in storage. In fact, because we know that is actually now on the way, the fermented silage, I might as well just, yeah, use the rest up. We'll put it into the cow's trough. It's just a good way of making more space in the shed. I don't think there's even that many. There's probably only about 5, but we might as well just clear them out. And yeah, free up space for hay bales, because I'm sure we're going to have to get some more hay bales very soon. I can stay there. I did turn the engine off, didn't I? Yeah, I think so. Yep. See, the thing is, I always listen to the game on a very low volume. I shouldn't do, really, but yeah, it's pretty hard to actually hear the vehicles when I'm playing this. It is quite busy in here. And we do have a load of grass bales on the trailer. In fact, how are the... Yeah, I thought the sheep might be right, because we dumped a load of bales in front of their trough, so the moment that it required something, it would just automatically refill. However, they do need some water, so it might not be a bad idea going over there, and also the wool might need to be cleared out as well. So how many do we have? Yeah, not many. We'll just get these moved first, and then, yeah, over to the sheep farm. That should be good. In fact, that'll do. That's it, you take it from the bottom. So the ones on top all come toppling down. But if nothing else, this will boost the silage for the cows, which I'm sure they'll like. The other thing we're going to do as well in the next few episodes is buy another combine harvester. Probably the exact same one actually, with the same header. It's going to work really well. Okay, right, let's just put this here. Take it! Take it! I'm sure that is where it took it from. Ah, there we go. 2 have gone at least. We just need to find the right trigger. I think it's somewhere here. Somewhere here. There we go. A bit further in. Okay, so that's still going. Oh, it's actually stopped. This one here has stopped. If we just move this one forward a bit, that should help. There we go. And yes, I have actually put out another trailer. We have this one here. Found it in the shed, so I thought I might as well just use it instead of making the really big one, the BSM one, really smelly. I don't want to get it all dirty. So, yep, that's filling up. It's about half full. So there should be enough space in there for the entire load. And then for the first time in probably the history of me playing this map, it's going to be empty. Empty of manure. It's going to look really weird, not being full of dung. Anyway, let's just go and get the final 4. It means we can't use the auto load function because it will only pick up 3. But that's alright because I can very carefully manoeuvre 4 without the auto load. I've done it before, so I can do it again. Okay, let's just tilt it back a little bit more. There we go. And yeah, over to the trough. I think we'll probably go in the other way. We'll go in the door we came out of. It seems to be a bit easier. Oh. I don't want the top bale to come over. The other thing as well is I should probably put away the feed mixer because I don't want it to get wet in the rain. There we go, right, so that's very good. How full is the silage trough? It's about... It's not quite 2/3, it's just over half. So yeah, still requiring quite a bit, but it will certainly do for the time being. It will keep the productivity up, which means it will keep the money rolling in. Okay, so this is the first time I think I've put the feed mixer on the case. It's going to be absolutely massive for it, but it's got nothing in it, so it shouldn't be too heavy. Yeah, that's alright. So we'll just stick it in the shed here. Just keep it under cover. I think the only thing we'll take over to the sheep farm is, let me just think about this, we need the water tanker. We do really need pallet forks, so what shall I take? I'm not sure if I have pallet forks actually for the Manitou. Really not sure about that. First things first though, I need to put this away neatly, so we'll just put it around the corner. And we'll check and see exactly what I have. See if we do have any pallet forks. I think, well, we must do, because I've moved them before. Yes, we do. Okay, so that's alright. Yeah, that's good. Just in case of finding them, I should think they're over at the sheep farm already. Yes, they are. Just check the map, so that's going to make it very simple for us. But we're certainly running out of hay, and hay is definitely required for the power food, so that's going to do a few days, not very many. So much grass. It's literally all grass here. And then we've got the straw here. So, yeah, let's just see if we can actually fit this to the Joskin. I have a suspicion the Manitou can't tow the Joskin water tanker. If it can't do, it's not the end of the world, but it will be obviously a bit troublesome because we'll have to bring another tractor with us. And it looks like also I have blocked in the Joskin water tanker. That was a bad idea. Yeah, it's all a different fitting. All of it. Although, that's easy. Same fitting on the Joskin, it would appear. So we are going to need a tractor. In that case, we don't need anything which goes above 26 miles per hour, because that is the most we can do with this. No point having it lagging behind or in front. So we'll go for something which can... Actually, I say that. The Fendt is probably the only thing that can tow it, and it can do 30... What can it do? 41. Wow, it is fast. So, yeah. Fendt it is. Forget everything I just said. We have 63% in it. I wonder if the cows need it. Yes, they do actually. Which is a little bit tricky because I've blocked in the entrance, so we're going to have to move the conveyor belts before we can do this. Let me just think. No, we'll come back here. We'll do the sheep first. I've set the cruise control to 26 so we can go the same speed as the Manitou. There's no chance of us losing it. Now I've just actually checked and the cows have finished their dumping of manure. So it should be totally empty. It was 0 litres when I last checked, which is very impressive. Meaning that the truck is going to be quite full. In fact, we might be able to see from here. Nope. The conveyor belts are still on, so anything which they do dispose of now will be picked up. But yeah, the shed should be completely empty and very clean. So this is going to be a first. I'm going to be very impressed to see it totally clean. I look forward to it. But we've got to do this first. And then we can give them some fresh, clean water as well. It's going to be a very presentable cow pen. Or cow enclosure, whatever you tend to call it. Yes, it's going to be good. It is definitely going to be good. And for the first time, I'll be able to go a video without being criticised for having a mucky cow enclosure. I suppose it would be quite nice to actually buy a field around here. In fact, let's just stop. Hopefully we don't get crashed into by our own machine. Good. 35,640. You see, we could buy that now. We really could do. But we could actually do the mission first, which is what we would do. So yeah, there's just so many different potential jobs that could be done. We could do it on the way back. In fact, I might even keep the Manitou over here at the sheep farm, because we have the case with the front loader at the cow farm, so we don't really need to have both. Not much point. So it would be just us. We can park off the road and we can do the mission and then buy the field, which will be absolutely fantastic. We'll have more land again, even more land than what we have now. So here we are, the sheep farm. I hope 20,000 379 litres is going to be enough. It certainly should be. It's a good job we did bring the Manitou, because we've got 5, I think. 5 full pallets full of wool. And 6 in there. So yeah, it's going to be a massive load of money we make when we actually do come to sell it. So I need to reverse, actually. Just stop the Manitou. And we're going to have to figure out a way of doing this. Or, if it will let us, we can go forwards. Nope, okay. That's better. So that's filling up. It's creeping forwards because of my dead zone not being set correctly. Which I keep meaning to do. But they took, I think it was in the region of 9,000 litres. Which wasn't too bad. Now for the Manitou. Hopefully I haven't blocked the entrance as well. No good. Right, I think they're in here. Here they are. So let's really quickly get these pallets moved across. Perfect. So we'll just put this over here, switch the engine off, keep it partially undercover. Good. And now back over to the cow farm. Potentially we'll stop and do the job, but we might do it in the next episode. Because then we can do probably some more jobs for the same farmer, get the price even cheaper. So yes, we'll go over to the reservoir or pond thing over at field 18. We'll fill this up to the top. It'll be quite heavy, but at least we've got the vent today. Doing it with the case didn't really work because it just wasn't heavy enough or powerful enough to pull it out. But this should have no problem. And yeah, we'll give as much as the cows desire. And we'll put it in their feed trough, or their water trough. Yeah, I don't think the cows would be best pleased if we put the water in their feed trough. It would be a bit soggy. So yeah, definitely the water trough. But I would say a really good thing to do next time is to figure out exactly which fields the same farmer owns, do a number of jobs for them, get the price down, and then, yeah, buy a number of fields. Slow cars. So slow. I'll have to try and refresh my memory as to where the entrance to the reservoir is, but I know it's very close to that really small field, so it's somewhere up here on the right hand side. Just need to keep an eye out. I'm assuming the first turning right. I still like those little Christmas trees just there. I think it's such a nice feature. At least I'm assuming they're Christmas trees. They are. Hey, we know where to go to this Christmas, if they're selling any. Although probably not, because they're not really big enough. But yeah, it's through the pig farm. This pond, you have to go through the pig farm. And then, yeah, we have to also try and find the shallowest bank to reverse down. Last time I think I took the steepest bank, which didn't go that well. These are some pretty good fields as well. I just feel like buying everything, but we just can't do. Here we go. So I took the bank right in front of us last time, but I'm pretty sure if you go over here, it is much shallower. Just here. Yeah, much better. Look at that. And that is filling up. So we'll leave it to it, because I think it's going to take a while. Fresh pond water. But the cows will love it. In fact, it does look very blue and refreshing. It could just be a reflection of the sky. I think, though, overall, the farmyard is neat enough, because I did say I was going to keep it as neat as possible. Obviously the combine is out, there's not really anywhere to put it, it's going to have to stay there, but generally it is pretty neat. Obviously the muck spreader's out too. It's going to be used. No! They're eating my conveyor belt! Shoo! Get off the conveyor belt. I saw you. You were at it. You're back at it again. Come on. Wait. In fact, I'm sure you used to be able to whistle. Was it FS11? I'm sure you could. I think that feature was removed. Let's just move this out of the way. Yes. We need to put it down first. In fact, no, we'll move the truck out of the way first. Oh, actually no, first. Ah, look at that. A tiny bit. There is a tiny bit, but not much. Nothing this won't sort out. There we go, we just moved it to the entrance. But it's better than being in here. So tidy. In fact, I'll try and just pack this up in here. Hopefully the cows won't mind. That cow is in the way. Let me just figure out the controls. I think that's it's as flat packed as it seems to want to go to. That should do. Good. And then, yeah, the other one can stay outside. We won't keep it in here. Still need to move this. We're just going to have to put it around the corner, but that is another 32,387 litres, so actually, I think more than the muck spreader. And now this should fold up with a bit of luck. There we go. I don't really know where it needs to go to, but we'll move it. We'll just move it to over here. It just has to be so we can get in and out the gate. And the best thing really, just to clear that mess up there, is a front loader, because it is next to nothing. But there we go. The tractor can now get into the cow pen. And we'll reverse into the feed trough or the water trough just around the corner. In fact, we can go in forwards. Brilliant. Now they should take quite a bit. I know their trough wasn't empty, but we have so many cows they're going to need a lot of water. It's 50% so far. Yeah, thought so. That really was a lot. Good job it was full. Oh, the cow has just stopped directly behind me. But we're going to leave it there for today. So we'll just shut the gate and we'll call it a day. That's 2 gates. We only really need to shut this one here. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.